Hey there dudes and dudettes, and welcome back to From the Depths with me, Richie. Now currently we stand victorious over the aftermath of what remains of the Twin Guard, with the Steel Striders having declared war on us very kindly. So, first things first, we need to take a strategic view of it. Obviously these three towers here will be the towers that I attack through. I'm thinking my best bet is to push straight forward through there, because I think the headquarters is around about here-ish, somewhere around there. Currently could do with getting some more of my units out of Twin Guard territory and into their territory. At the moment I have these outdated heli carriers about to come under attack. I've actually done upgrades for those, so if possible I want to get those seen to. Yeah. In the meantime, I've got like I've redone the Glorious, Courageous and the Furious and given them a slightly better aircraft. Just sort of tweak the aircraft a little bit so they got a bit more oomph to them. So what I'm going to plan to do now, make sure avenge the fall of this mining outpost here from this like a submarine force. I'll probably use a Glorious for that one, so I can get refitted quickly enough. Also need to start mining of these, or resource gathering, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, resource gather here, and deal with these two attacks. And that's a new one on me, I don't know where that's come from. Yeah, I could have sworn it wasn't there, otherwise I would have been harvesting it. I don't think there's any other resource points on the planet except for that one there. It's not really anything to write home about. Yep, so I'll be back into the action once we actually have something going on. Okay, I've done some changes to the Glorious. I'm going to use it to defend the outpost there. You may have noticed briefly that I had some units you might not recognise. Specifically its new submarines. The Glorious originally designed it for anti-shipping duty, so I figured, well, we got an anti-shipping unit, why not use submarines? These submarines here, tiny ones, are drones. They're the Piranha, they're very effective, they're small, fire a great cluster of torpedoes out, and designed to keep out of long range. The Barracuda is basically a beefed up version of that. So I found the best way to get them to work properly is to release them at low altitude. So what I'll do is I'll jump onto the Glorious there, start them at low altitude. Yeah, I really want to keep that out of the fight if I can. And I think these are submarines that I'm facing here. So all being well, drop the submarines off, push north with my carrier out of the fray, and then let them mop up. So let's do it. Okay, that's their job done. I've also redesigned these helicarriers as well, so once they get like 5 kilometers away, the main engine is shut down and they just rely on ion engines to keep them going. They're good enough, really. And let's just see what we're up against and what's incoming and what's outgoing. So those are torpedoes coming in towards me. These are my torpedoes going towards them. This is going to be brutal either way. And these are the little units that I'm facing here. So I'll get a little closer look at them if we can. Torpedoes on this side, and I think these are particle cannons. Neat. I really should try and get into particle cannons, but I'm struggling to find a niche use for them really. But anyway, let's get my carrier out of there and then we'll watch the destruction unfold. My little sub is designed to go to a certain depth. They're usually hydrofoils to keep them at said depth. And I use an interesting rotating design for the torpedoes. Once I'll show you a bit more about what I mean once Once I get rid of these guys. So let's see the effects of the torpedoes from the piranhas and the barracuda. Yeah, fantastic. Boom, yeah. It's gonna hurt in the morning. I think some of these submarines, maybe the barracudas, are using infrared torpedoes. They're designed to take down some of these steel strider ones. In particular the Thayer, which I found out is actually vulnerable to infrared torpedoes. So hopefully it'll make my job a bit easier. I do plan to put the Glorious up against it. I'm not as fearful as the Thayer as I was before. Not so long as I keep my surface ships away from it. Got a decent chance, I think. Okay, so no, that's done. This is done and dusted. I pull in my my little drone fleet. And I'll show you these submarines that I've made. Anyway, let's have a little close up of it. This little one's a piranha. I'll teleport onto it. I think it should be able to. Yep. Turret on the top design. Spins around so it's got full 360 view of it. It's got sonar buoy as decoy. And I found it very difficult to spot these with normal sonar torpedoes. They're quite tricky to get a bead on them. And this is a barracuda. I think it's barracuda anyway I've called it. Yeah, similar sort of design. Let's just jump over, I'll demonstrate. Torpedo spin on the front and back, giving it a good wide range of views. Now for the sonar defence, I actually originally tried a similar design to the Piranha with it just dropping sonar buoys out, but I found out that just didn't cut it. Instead what I did do is put the sonar buoys on the mini torpedoes that launch out sideways. I found they're absolutely brilliant for diverting enemy torpedoes. I just can't seem to get a bead on them. They end up going off wildly off course and ignoring it. That's a little bit about these guys anyway. And next I believe I'm under attack from somewhere else, so I better go and deal with that. And we're up against a little swarm of whole little things. I have a nasty feeling these are submarines, and if so, I'll probably take out the fighters and send in the subs to mop up. Though I think actually this one's actually got some limited anti-submarine. So it's got mantas, which I've put laser turrets on top and bottom of them, and they go up. Yeah, like you said, 94 meters a second. They don't really hang about. A little bit pricey, but I think they get the job done rather well. The only downside is because they're moving fast, the simple laser can be a little bit inaccurate. The Wildcat you've seen before, it's just a regular Wildcat, but I've sort of replacing the Swordfish on its original duties. So I'll use a similar tactic we did before, starting off the battle and getting the carrier out of Dodge City. So these guys are actually working as real carriers should do, i.e. staying as far away from the trouble as they can. And let's have a look at what we're up against. I'll show you the mantas and the... Well, this isn't the manta, this is the Wildcat. These guys are the mantas. They're one of my first fighters first drone aircraft I ever designed. But they were kind of made obsolete by certain advances. They're getting a new lease of life now. And these look like the Twin Guards aircraft. Well, that's cool. I like the design of that. And these look like auto cannons on the side of it. yeah, in theory they're fairly similar to our design, really. And thank goodness these look like ships, so we should be okay against these, I think. Okay, without further ado, let the battle commence. The Mantas also have radar buoys as well to decoy them, with flares built in as well. And with them being 94 meters a second, they can evade quite a lot of missiles. Sometimes. Not always. I've also tried tweaking with the AI of the Mantas as well, so they drop altitude when they're going for targets that lower down and increase when the target's high up. Just so they don't end up crashing into whatever an aircraft is trying to shoot it down. That's one thing I found out when I was fiddling around with it in the designer. The ones that are actually in the battle, they have repair tentacles, so they should be repairing each other's. It's one tactic I picked up from the Twin Guard. Put the repair tentacles on and get a lot of aircraft swarming in and out with each other. Very effective. And hopefully misses all those missiles. Yep, beautiful. Yeah, just around about 20,000 in resources. Quite pricey, but quite tricky to take down normally. Even though after saying that, you've just seen one of them get absolutely shot to hell there. But we won't dwell on that. Yeah, ouch, it looks like I lost one of the Mantas there. Let's pull them back in. Now it's better, the mist's cleared now. And it seemed like I have a lot less targets than when I started, so that's a good sign. Oh well. There's nothing for it but to jump in there and have a go myself. Get a close-up view of them. AI dead, let me capture. Oh yes, thank you. And yep, they go after me straight away. Really? Oh, beautiful. You can capture both of them, I think. Yeah, I'll have fun dissecting them and back engineering them. And it seems the enemy are still losing units gradually, which is never a bad thing. Now, hopefully, I should get one of my aircraft in range very soon, so I can start pinching energy from his RTGs to keep me going. And thankfully, I've stopped losing altitude for now. Seems that this is the sort of limit as low as it'll go. Next aircraft back in to be repaired. Got the other one trailing behind here. As soon as I get the other rest of them in, we'll get more repaired and launch them again. I think even though they aren't listed there, they should be on their way back. I mean, I've lost their AIs, but they're still in one piece. Okay, I've got everything repaired and refueled and on its way back in for round 2. We haven't even come out of the first battle yet. It's still an ongoing battle. So I'm probably going to edit it out since it's been a rather long battle, so that you don't get a bit bored with all the excessive details of watching them go back and forth and get repaired, that kind of thing. But let's target something to kill first of all.
Engaging now.
You can see the torpedoes coming out of the Wildcat there. The Manta's coming in low. In fact, I wonder if they'd be better off with auto cannons actually. What? Ah, he's dead. Looks like he's taking a few shots there as well. So I'm wondering if that's it. Have we killed them all now? Is there any left anywhere? There's still one target there, and it looks like he's deep underwater. So I might just go and pay him a little visit to figure out where he is exactly. Yeah, he's somewhere around there actually. Geronimo. I'm not sure if he's meant to be a submarine or not. Yep, and the lasers are targeting me as well, unfortunately. Boom, winning. And hopefully he's AI dead, so I can... maybe not. Well, he is now. I also need to get my entire surface fleet into territory ready, into position ready to launch an attack. Probably I've forgotten. I've been sidetracked with these little battles. Yeah, the refinery I'll keep around. I'll use that to build the resource points. And the Hornet I don't plan to bring into any further battles if I can avoid it. Yeah. All I need to do now is, hello, what have we got here? Dual Striders crossing their allies' territory to attack. It looks like medium-sized aircraft. And two little ones, so what I'll do, Furious is in position to deal with that. The Courageous is preparing everything. So I think I'll keep the Courageous down here, the Furious somewhere around about here, and the Glorious just keep around in case the Steel Striders launch an attack through here. I'm pretty sure they can't go through Scarlet Dawn territory because they're pretty much at war with each other. But, yeah, that's how I think we should be able to work this. So Furious move into position there. Havoc, it's not going to be much use. Instead I'll pull them out of here or something and have a look at them in the designer later on. So the next order of business? Oh, crikey, more attacks. Damn. Since these are mainly aircraft fleets, I think my fleet should be able to, the helicarrier should be able to deal with these. But of course, we need to get a resource going. I'm here at war. First battle between my forces and the Steel Striders. Let's have a look. We've got the Furious with 4 Mantas and 2 Wildcats up against a Raptor, which looks like a substantially big aircraft, and 2 Lynx. I wonder if they're on a hacking, Haki, whatever. Hake. So I think I'll keep the Furious in and around this time, since I know I can't outrun that. And what I'll do is I'll try and broadside it and pick off whatever comes at me. Oh shit, it's a space fighter, is it? Looks like, let's have a closer look at him. Yep, looks like an F-22 Raptor. At least I think that's what they're going for with the designs. Let's have a look at the other ones and see what we got. That's interesting design. Let's, where's the other one? I thought at least one of these would have been a helicopter. And this one appears to be... What's this one here? The Lynx. This looks like a light fighter. Okay, let's get back into the freighter. Actually, let's just check the fuel on this Raptor. Yep, it's not going to run out anytime soon. Well, that's not a thing. Let's wait for the Raptor to come back round again. And all lasers on my aircraft are completely missing. Let's just check. Let's check something actually. We're playing around a lot in the designer, so yeah. Well, that should improve their accuracy a little bit. Oh no. Need to turn it so that its shields are in the way. Turn it broadside, I might... No. I thought if I turned it broadside I might be able to get the lasers underneath firing, but it's just out of range too fast. I'll tell you one thing, he's making a hell of a mess of my carrier. What's the detection do? I can stop right now. Yeah, it's because of the damage, isn't it? If I manually control them, I might have a better chance. Got a little bit of debris off him. I think, is it just him now, or is his other buddies around somewhere? Not going as smoothly as I thought it would, this battle. Nonetheless, I'm not giving up just yet. Got Raptors at 97% and Quinn Brown again for another shot. Thankfully he's not got the cannons this time, so that's something. A little bit trickier than I expected, these their aircraft. I've got Kamikaze and comes round again. He wants to play chicken. I might be able to bring the lasers to bear against him. think I can actually go to space just about. Whereas I don't think he can actually. He's actually designed to do that. So I've got that as an option if I want to try that. Well, ideally, I just want to keep in the atmosphere and take him out there. Here we go. Almost. Yeah, I'm actually taking one hell of a beating here. Looks like I've taken down one of his aircraft like that. It's a plus, just one down, one to go. Two to go. I think I might have to actually pinch that Raptor right here and use it as my own interceptor. Seems to be a very effective design. I'm getting close enough to him that my laser's firing. Play chicken, do you? Ouch. Yeah, that hurt both of us. When all else fails, when strategy and genius failure, just ram the damn thing. Well, my craft's a bit buggered now. Stand by repairs, come on. We can get this baby back into action. A little bit of wood here and there. A little bit of paint and it'll be good as new. And I think that's all I've got time for this episode, so like, favourite, comment, subscribe, etc. and I shall see you in the next video.